Hello, I'm Patrick Korellis. I'm a mass shooting survivor. Happened about 14 years ago on February 14th, 2008. I was sitting in my lecture hall at Northern Illinois University, learning about ocean currents, normal day. Um, then all of a sudden, 15 minutes left of class, a man kicks the stage door open. It's a large lecture hall. I was sitting towards the front, kicks the stage door open, doesn't say a word, pulls out a shotgun from his trench coat, and just starts shooting at us. I had no idea what was going on. I just heard screaming. I heard bang, bang, bang. Just kept on over and over again. I got under my desk. He kept shooting and shooting. All of a sudden, there was a pause. Someone shouted, "He's reloading!" When that happened, I crawled from under my desk and I tried to run towards the door. I was towards the back of a group of people trying to get out of the classroom. He started shooting again. Something hit me in the back. I was holding my head and I saw there was blood on my hand. I'd been shot. I kept trying to get out of the classroom. I kept going and going. He kept shooting and shooting and shooting. I saw classmates on the ground. I saw blood. I saw the loud, deafening noise of a shotgun in a closed space. Luckily, I was able to make it outside, and I told the kids that were just normally walking to class, I said, "Call 911, there's a shooter." And the police all of a sudden started coming, and I told the police, I said, "The shooter had been shot." And it's the day I will never forget. I was waiting to try to get to an ambulance. There were one ambulance, two ambulances, three, four, five. I saw them all come, and finally I was able to get to an ambulance. When I finally made it to the hospital, I was shaking. I saw so many students on stretchers in the hospital. I didn't know what was going on. I said, is this actually happening? Was there just a mass shooter in my classroom at Northern Illinois? Something that I thought would have never happened to me. When I finally made it into the emergency room, the doctor, the nurse, lifted up my arm, and I was bleeding from my arm. And they said, "Did you know you were shot in the arm as well?" I said, "I had no idea." Turns out I was shot with the back of the head, and I was shot in the arm. Luckily, I'm here today to tell the story, and I'll never the same. Even though it was 14 years ago, I still have PTSD. Every loud noises, those spaces, I look for the exit. This is a life I never imagined I'd live. I thought that I'd be going to college, getting my degree, getting the career dreams, which I did end up getting, a great career and everything, but I still suffer from PTSD. And countless shootings have happened since 2008. I can't even count Sandy Hook, the Aurora movie theater shooting, Las Vegas, Orlando, Santa Fe. There's just so many that I can't even name. And I just see this over and over and over. This needs to end. It needs to stop. I cannot believe there has been any real legislation since 2008. Something as simple as expanding background gun sales. I always tell people I was in a classroom of 150 people. There were 21 of us shot, five of my classmates were killed. If he had something that could spit multiple rounds of bullets, I would not be here. I would have been shot in the back of the head, and that's it. There would have been 60, 70, 80. I don't even know how many people would have been injured or killed. I've seen these high-powered assault weapons and the kind of damage they've done. What they've done in Sandy Hook, what they've done in Virginia Tech, what they've done in Vegas, where more than 600 people were shot. Ever since then, I've met with Columbine survivors, Virginia Tech survivors, and I'm in a private Facebook group where it's with mass shooters. When I had joined, a couple years after my show, there were a couple hundred in that group. Now, there's thousands in that group, and that keeps increasing, and it's so sad to see. I see parents come and say, "I lost my child in the recent school shooting in Uvalde," or "I was shopping at the grocery store at Tops in Buffalo, and I witnessed this shooting happen," or "I was at the concert in Las Vegas, and my friend next to me was killed, and her blood was splattered all over." In this Facebook, seeing these stories, and all of us trying to help each other out, get through what happened to us, and seeing what we can do to prevent happening again, or at least slow them down. I call upon the Senate, I call upon Congress, I call on the US government to do something. Please pass common sense legislation. Please don't let them again. What happened to me? What happened to little kids at Sandy Hook? What happened to little Uvalde? What happened to movie theater goers? What happened to grocery shoppers? What happened to concert goers? This needs to stop, because you serve shooting does not mean you forget it. Constantly about it in my head all the time, and it happens week, day after day. Chicago, and although I haven't really witnessed gun violence, happen to me in Chicago, I see stories about it happen. Illegal guns being brought from Indiana, Illinois. There just needs to be legislation to stop these loopholes, to stop this gun trafficking. Red flag laws. The NIU shooter, Northern Illinois University shooter, some members knew that something was off, that he stopped taking his medication. He was not feeling well. He had a mental health institution a couple years back. Laws, and he could have been prevented from guns. He purchased them at a gun shop and committed a horrific event that I went through. Just ask, please pass something. Please set aside your past constellation. Background checks for all sales. That's not going to be a law-abiding citizen. Just please do something. I beg of you. And I'd like to thank you for listening to my, and please pass something. Thank you.